Okay, I'm pretty sure I know exactly what I'm going to say. Apart from the intro, what's the intro, boys?
Oh, Matt, you gotta have something banging. You gotta have good energy as well.
G'day, watch wankers. Today we're talking. Oh.
Morning, guys. What's ticking?
It's Ryan from Addictive Watch Club, and today we're talking about NBA players and their watches.
You look dead inside.
Do I?
Yep. Hype yourself up.
Ah. Can't date the office.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
These are doubles as well, yeah. Well,
Of fun.
cheers to this channel, eh?
The face of regret.
Okay. G'day, watch wankers. What's ticking? It's Ryan from Addictive Watch Club, and today we're talking about NBA players and their watches. Let's get into it. So to spice up this video a bit, we are joined by a few people behind the camera. And I'm going to say these NBA players and their watches. And these boys are going to have to guess the price. I'll give you plus or minus $5,000. But yeah, if they guess the price correctly, I will do a double shot of apple juice because YouTube doesn't like alcohol related content. So to start things off, I thought I'd start big, and we're talking about LeBron James and his RM 1103. I don't know what goes further back, his career or his hairline. Yeah, LeBron James, the GOAT. Is he better than Michael Jackson? Is he better than Michael Jordan? Okay, so to be more specific, this is the RM 1103 Gene Tot edition. So, should we guess the price? Oh no, I might say a bit about the watch. So the tonneau case is made out of blue carbon and black carbon, measuring at 44 millimeters in diameter. It also uses the automatic RAMinsurance.com. It uses the RMAC3 automatic caliber, which is in-house by Richard Mille. I could tell you all about the specs of like how it has a 50-hour power reserve, flyback chronograph, etc. But I'm pretty sure most of you do not give a shit. So we're going to get right into the fun bit. Guess the price.
Are these the same watches which Logan Paul also has as well?
I do believe so. I think Logan Paul definitely has a Richard Mille. I'm unaware of which model.
Same, like plastic casing.
I think his might be precious metal, and precious metal is surprisingly a bit cheaper. Okay, now for the interesting bit. I got some boys join with me behind the camera, and they're going to try and guess the price of this watch. So there'll be two prices, one retail price and one market price. And if they get plus or minus 5,000 of this price, I will do a shot of apple juice. Okay, so you get one guess each.
Righto.
So that is the watch. What do we reckon, lads?
I'm gonna guess 30,000, maybe.
She's an 80,000 retail watch.
It's 150,000 USD, boys. So
USD.
Yeah.
Wait, this is retail?
this is retail. Market price is definitely higher than retail. So what do we reckon?
I'm gonna go double, 300.
Oh,
Wait, plus or minus 5.
It's plus or minus $5,000.
Oh, I bet.
I'll give you plus or minus $10,000 because I'm so confident.
I'll go crazy. Let's go 400.
It's 400,000.
Woo!
So looks like I'm doing a shot of apple juice, boys.
Face of regret. Yeah.
Oh, it's apple juice. Ugh. Next watch. So next we're talking about Jimmy Butler and his Rolex Daytona Rainbow.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, lads. So no, there's actually two versions of this watch. There is what we call the factory bezel, which is the bezel made from Rolex. And then there's what people have started doing recently is a aftermarket bezel. So you buy a normal yellow gold Rolex Daytona, you take off the original bezel, and you put on a aftermarket, so made a sapphire rainbow bezel made by a jeweler, and they whip that on. And there is a considerable price difference in both. So I actually can't confirm if Jimmy Butler owns the aftermarket or factory bezel, but he's in the NBA and he earns a good salary. Surely he owns the factory bezel, right? So the Rolex Daytona Rainbow was introduced in 2012 in both white gold and yellow gold. So for anyone who cares, I'm going to flash up the specs for a few seconds. So this watch consists of 36 rainbow sapphires around the bezel, and then 56 diamonds around the crown guards and the lugs. So this watch was actually discontinued in 2018 and was followed up with a what they call ever rose variation. But that's just a fancy way of saying rose gold. So now for the fun part, let's get into how much this watch is. Okay, so like the Richard Mille, we've got to go two prices. So retail, actually no, with this one we're going to be a bit different. We're going to go market price for an aftermarket bezel and a factory bezel. So let's go with the factory bezel price first. What do you boys think?
I'm going to say $500,000.
You're saying $500,000? Okay.
Factory bezel, market price. I mean, it got discontinued.
Got discontinued.
I'm going to go with 400.
So we've got 500,000, 400,000. You boys are nowhere near. It's 200,000.
Oh, well.
One was sold at Phillips auction for 212,000 recently. So about 200K. Okay, now it's time to guess the aftermarket price. So this is the price of someone getting a regular yellow gold, white gold, or rose gold Daytona, and then them getting someone to put a aftermarket rainbow sapphire bezel. So what do you boys think? What price?
It's less.
I'm going to be a lot more conservative this time, and I'm going to say 125,000.
125,000. Okay.
I'm going to go 75,000. What is it?
It's anywhere between sort of $55,000 to $70,000.
Woo!
Hey!
Things you love to see.
Just so you know, this is real. I haven't told these guys these prices. These guys know all about watches, and they're guessing. They're guessing it right. There's only 3 watches in the video, so hopefully I don't get the last one. Okay, cheers everybody. That's medicinal. On to the final watch. So, we're coming full circle. We started with a Richard Mille, we're going back to a Richard Mille. Not only that, we're going back to the exact same watch. So an RM1103, however not blue, red. Anthony Davis, you probably know him as the Brow, plays for the Lakers, and we're going to be talking about his RM1103. So, fun fact about this watch, Drake and Ice-T actually own this watch as well. So you know the pedigree of people who are buying this watch. So a bit about the watch, like LeBron's version, it uses the integration of black carbon and quartz to create the case. It uses the exact same movement, which is the RMAC3 automatic winding. These movements can endure a lot amount of shock. You can play tennis, golf, etc. with these watches on. One of the boys behind the camera actually just asked me a good question. Are these watches waterproof? I would say no. The rating that they are given is 50 meters water resistant. So this means that they don't have a screw down crown, but they do have a seal. So whenever I'm presented with a watch that doesn't have a screw down crown, I would not recommend swimming with.
Well, something which is plastic.
You just got to accept it. You got to accept it. People with money want plastic watches. They want watches that are robust, like these watches. They want watches that are luxury, but don't look like luxury.
G-Shock.
No, I think that's the latest trend, you know, like watches that aren't a flex, as the kids say, but they kind of are a flex. So a flex would be the watch we talked about previously, Jimmy Butler's, the Rainbow Daytona. That's a fucking flex. 10.5 out of 10 flex. But this watch is not a flex. People who aren't into watches, who aren't down with kids, people are going to think like, oh, it cost them like a few $100s maybe, like it's not going to be that much money. However, it's a subtle flex. So yeah, it's all about the subtle flex, apparently, in 2020 and 2021. Unlike LeBron's watch, this watch is actually more sought after because there are only 50 pieces, and LeBron's was limited to 150 pieces. Okay, so like the first watch, we're gonna give the boys behind the camera a chance to guess the price. So 2 prices, one the retail price and one the market price. So, what do we think? We'll do retail price first, and then we'll get into the market price. But you guys should have a decent chance of guessing because this is the exact same watch as the first one, however different color variation and different edition sort of thing. So exact same watch, exact same movement, different color, but the price should. I'm not going to give anything away, but the price should correlate.
Retail, I'm going to say 150,000.
You guys are fucking idiots. Yeah.
But what did LeBron retail for?
You guys have to remember these numbers.
I'm going to say 100. No, 120. That way it can be either 130 or 110 as well.
Yeah.
You're the wrong side of the coin here, mate. It's $173,000. Okay, so you guys got that one wrong. What do you reckon the market price is?
I'm going to say $500,000.
Okay, so keep in mind. Actually, no.
I go 380.
It's the exact same
As the other one.
as the other one.
So 400.
It's 400 to 450,000.
Oh. Why you call me fucking stupid, man? I used the logic. I went down 20 grand.
Should have gone up. So, it's been your boy. It's been your boy. What am I saying?
My name's Ryan.
My name's Ryan from Addictive Watch Club, and this has been Drinking with Ryan. I don't know what this video has been. This has been NBA players and their watches. I'll see you guys later.